Emma. This month we'll be talking about how to de-stress in stressful times.
Here are some ways to stay calm. You can cook, bake, or read with your parents.
You can also play sports, color, or draw. And don't forget, you can also talk to a friend.
Now time for the announcements. The word of the month is commitment. Commitment is the act of being very dedicated to a cause. You won't quit, and you will give your ultimate best. Being a committed person is important. It shows responsibility. Alex's commitment to his project earned him an A in science class.
Spring break will be Monday, March 22nd, and we will return Monday, April 2nd.
7th and 8th graders celebrated Read Across America Week by completing a digital breakout Read Across America style. Here are some pictures.
Chandler, the high school history teacher, will be hosting a wax museum March 19th to the 23rd about World War II in the high school library.
The third annual Super Cooper baseball tournament is March the 30th through the 31st. Hosting sites are at Muscle Falls, Gapman Park, and Wilson, with the final placement games being held at Wilson on the 31st. Games begin at 9 a.m. on both days.
Please order a yearbook by April 15th, 2018 for the 17th through 18 year. Books will be delivered in the fall. Please place checks made out to Wilson in an envelope with student's name, grade, and amount.
Elementary Scholar Bowl will be traveling to their final tournament in days to come, so please wish them luck, as now we are ranked second in the county.
Tennis County Tournament, hosted by Wilson this year, will be March 16th. Also, Junior High Scholars Bowl team, level 1 and 2, placed third in the match on March 6th, 2018.
That's the end of the announcements.
Preston and Nathan will now be telling us about Read Across America Week.
They will also be telling us about Miss Davis's Wonder activity.
Hi, I'm Preston.
And I'm Nathan, and this is our monthly book report.
Today we'll be doing our book report and talking about Read Across America Week.
We will also be telling you what we do when we become stressed.
The book I'm going to be doing a report on today is The Sweet Book by Dr. Seuss. It starts out as a normal day, and then a small bug yawns. Then everyone else starts yawning. Everyone from two Biffer-Bomb birds to a collapsible Frank starts to get tired and goes to sleep. At the end, the number of people asleep is 99 zillion, 9 trillion, and 2. Now, the reason I chose this book isn't because it's one of his best sellers. It's because when you're stressed, you can just go to sleep or take a nap, and all your troubles are gone, hopefully, by the time you wake up.
Well, that sounds like a good book, Preston. My book is called Horton Hears a Who. It's about an elephant named Horton who hears a noise coming from a speck. After he learns what the noise is coming from, he sets out on a perilous journey to find a place for the Who's, which are the people who live on the speck, to live. He faces many hardships and obstacles, but at the end he finds a safe place on a flower on the top of Mount Azul for them to live forever.
Now let's talk about Read Across America Week.
What's that, Preston?
It's when everyone across America celebrates Dr. Seuss's birthday.
When is that, though, Preston?
It's March the 2nd.
But isn't that your birthday?
It is, but I'm not the only person in the world who has that birthday. got a question for you.
Well, what is it?
Well, what do you do when you're stressed?
Well, I read. How about you?
I sing in my head. Now we've got some pictures from Miss Davis's reading class and her wonder activity. Here they are. Those are some interesting pictures.
Yes, they were.
This has concluded our monthly book report. Thanks for watching. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Preston and Nathan, for informing us about why Read Across America Week is celebrated.
Next up, we have Emma and Charlie taking us on a tour around the cafeteria kitchen.
Hi, I'm Emma. And I'm Charlie, and we're here with the March Food Report. Today, instead of us making something, we'll be interviewing the lunch ladies. Let's go to the lunchroom.
This is Miss Johnson. She does our vegetables. She's our head vegetable. And she just got through doing some mashed potatoes. You want to show them the mashed potatoes here? She gets them on the line when she gets them ready. And she's also doing broccoli and sweet potatoes today. And she gets that all set up for us. This is Miss Arnett and Miss Reisner. And they're over the salad bar. So she's getting everything out here on the salad bar right now. Getting everything lined up for that. And we'll come on back to over to this cooler and I'll show you what else they do in the morning. We have our fresh fruit here and our tea. We get that made in the mornings, and we have our slushy machine. We don't do it on Fridays, but we do it Monday through Thursday. And over here's our box lunches. We have jammer boxes, and that's a soy butter jelly sandwich, and we have turkey sandwiches. We have a bagel box, and we have a chicken tender salad that we have every day that is an option if you don't like what we're having on the hot line. Okay, we'll go back to the kitchen now. This is our convection ovens, and if you'll come over here, we can see what we're cooking. We are having roasted chicken today. They got it cooking here, getting it ready for lunch. And we'll go on over this way. Once we get things cooked, like our meats, we need to cook them to 165 or a little bit higher. Once we get that done, this is our warming cabinets. And once you get them cooked, we put them in here to hold them until we're ready to start serving them. Here you can see we're also having turkey roasting gravy today. And they've got it here, ready. This is Miss Smith and Miss Morgan. They're doing pots and pans this morning. And there's always lots of pots and pans to do in the kitchen. So they're very important on getting our pots and pans done. It's a big job. Got Miss Moore over here. She's still cooking some turkey roast for our turkey roast and gravy. And these are our combi ovens here that she's cooking these in to keep everything nice and tender. And we've already got our rolls done. They were making rolls this morning. I'll let you get a shot of them. This is our cooler where we store like our vegetables and everything for the salad bar. We've got our breakfast rack here getting ready for Monday, getting everything laid out and thawed so it'll be ready for us to cook Monday morning. So you can just kind of see all of our items back there. We got yogurt, lettuce, and everything like that. And over here's our freezer. It's a little full right now. And this is where, when our truck comes, most everything goes is in the freezer here. There's the ice cream. There's the ice cream, yes. Everybody likes ice cream, don't they? And then we have a storage room over here for all the dry food, like our canned fruit and cereals and we'll have to go back. This is our big mixing bowls. Like, this is what they use to make the mashed potatoes and the rolls this morning. And this is our big paddles, like if we're making soup or something that we use to stir in our kettles. And we'll have to go back around and see the big kettles too.
Okay.
And this is Miss Miller. She's getting us ready. She's making our brown gravy for our turkey and gravy here. Down that way, and I'll show you the bigger kettle. Okay. So we're making soup like our hamburger stew or chicken stew. This is and chili. This is what we would make it in. And this is our big mixers that we used this morning to make rolls and mashed potatoes.
Well, thank you for letting us take a tour of your lunch.
You're welcome. I'm so glad y'all come to see what we do to get your lunch ready every day. I hope y'all enjoy it.
That was really interesting.
Yeah, that was really cool to see the lunchroom kitchen behind the scenes.
Well, that's all we have for today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Charlie and Emma, for getting us the behind-the-scenes scoop on the lunchroom kitchen.
Next, we have Chandler with an interesting interview with Nurse Cindy about how to calm yourself during difficult times.
Hi, I'm Chandler, and today I'm your classroom reporter. I will be interviewing a couple of kids to see how they de-stress. I will also be telling you how I de-stress. It is good and important to de-stress because it gets all the weight off your shoulders. Hi, I'm here with Zane, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions. When do you feel stressed out the most? At school. Why not at school?
Because it's just nervous sometimes and tense.
What do you do before a test?
Breathe.
Can you show us? Why do you think it's important to breathe before a test?
It clears my mind.
Thank you for your time. When do you feel stressed out the most?
At school.
Why at school?
Mostly because sometimes kids don't get along with each other and that it just turns out it's not a good day.
What do you do when they're fighting or maybe not getting along?
Well, if I can, I try to let them calm down a little bit, but if it's severe where I can't do anything, they need to let the teacher know.
When do you feel stressed out the most?
I don't really get stressed that much, but when I do, I either go outside and throw baseball and stretch, and then sometimes I just lay down.
Those are some good answers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now, I went and visited Nurse Cindy. I asked her 4 questions. This is what I asked her. Does stress affect your health in any way? This is her answer. Yes, it does. There's 2 kinds of stress. There's a good and a bad stress. If you let it get to you, it can even make you have heart disease. This is the second question. What are some good ways to handle stress? She said, you need to stay positive, you can meditate, or exercise. Third question, is it important to de-stress? She said, yes, it is very important to de-stress. If you de-stress, it makes you feel a whole lot better. Fourth question, what causes you to get stressed? She said work, and then even sports can make you stressed. Those are some very good answers, Miss Cindy.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Tucker. And we're on location in the high school talking to some high school students to find out how stressed they get about schoolwork and how they de-stress.
Now come along with us as we talk to some high school students. Welcome back as we review this 11th grade student.
Hey Carmen, can we ask you about your stress level? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your stress level about school-related stuff like grades, sports, etc. is? 10. So, when you get real stressed out, you're at your 10. What ways do you deal with your stress?
I don't deal with it.
Would you say you stress about other issues in your life rather than school-related things?
No, I don't.
Attaboy. Thank you, Carmen. And welcome back. We're here with another 11th grade student.
This is Ariel Rhodes, and we're here to ask her about her stress level as well. Ariel, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say your stress level is about school-related stuff like grades and sports and all that?
Probably a 10.
Oh yeah, it's stressful.
Yeah.
So in what ways do you deal with that kind of stress?
I like to do my hobbies, which is like reading or walking outside and like playing with my dog and my cat, something like that.
That definitely helps. And would you say you're stressed about other issues in your life rather than school-related things? Would you say there's more stress than just school?
No, not really.
Yeah, that's school stressful, everybody. Thanks, Ariel.
Thank you.
Welcome back, as we're here to interview our teacher, Miss Holcomb.
Hey, Miss Holcomb, how are you doing today?
I'm great.
We're going to talk about stress level.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your stress level is about, school-related things? You're not a student anymore, but just as a teacher.
I would say I'm about an 8.
So in what ways do you deal with your stress?
Well, most of my stress comes from procrastination. So I would say I have to just make a list and try to do something on the list to make myself feel better.
That's good. Would you say you stress about other issues in your life outside of school?
Yes.
A lot?
Yes.
That's fair. Thank you, Miss
Growing up
Holcomb.
is hard.
Visit headspace.com and calm.com. Brilliant things happen in calm minds.
Tests can be stressful, but when I get stressed because of a test, I try to calm myself by taking 3 deep breaths and thinking everything is going to be alright. You can even do this during different stressful times, like when you are having a bad day at school or having tough times at home. Here are some more ways to distress or relax. Listen to your favorite music, close your eyes, think of a happy place, take 3 deep breaths. That concludes our report. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Chandler, for telling us how to de-stress.
Now we have Kaylee and her March weather report.
She'll also have facts about how to stay safe during a storm at home and school.
Hi, I'm Kaylee, and I'm here with your March weather report. This March will be an average high of 63 degrees and a low average of 41 degrees. I suggest wearing pants and a t-shirt and maybe even a jacket. In times when you're stressed, you need to find a way to de-stress. One way I calm myself down is by shooting basketball and going outdoors. It's always good to find a way you can calm yourself down during bad times. Let's talk about storm safety. During a storm, it's always good to be prepared, just in case something goes wrong. Some ways you can be safe during a storm is always listen to what the adult tells you. Get to the lowest part of the building or a place with no windows. Make sure to use something to cover your head. If at home, be sure you have a plan with your family on what to do in a storm. That's all our information about storm safety. This concludes our March weather report. Back to you guys.
Thanks for telling us about that weather, Kaylee. It was fascinating.
It was. Next up, we have Dawson and Everett with the monthly sports report.
They will also be interviewing Miss Franks.
Hi, I'm Dawson. Welcome to the Warrior Scoop Sports Report.
I'm Everett, and today we've talked to Miss Franks, the Lady Warrior softball coach.
We interviewed her earlier today. She had to prep for a softball game. I asked her, what encouraged you to coach? And she said, I've always enjoyed playing sports and looked up to my coaches, and I've always wanted to share my experience with kids.
I asked her, was your first year coaching softball difficult? And she said, yes, I was young and I didn't realize there was other stuff involved like paperwork.
I asked her how many years she has been a softball coach. She said, this has been my 13th year as a head coach.
I asked her, have you ever coached at another school rather than Wilson? She said, yes, I was the graduate assistant coach at UNA. I asked her, if you were stressed in a game, how do you get de-stressed? She said, by squeezing my fist, focus on the good things that could happen instead of thinking about the bad things that could happen.
I asked her what her expectations were for this year's team. She said, try to win our last game.
Thanks to Coach Franks for letting us interview her. Now, here are some pictures of the softball team.
Stay tuned next month to hear about the Warrior baseball team.
That's the Warrior Scoop Sports Report.
Back to you guys.
Thank you for informing us about sports, Everett and Dawson.
And this concludes the Warrior Scoop.
What's your favorite way to de-stress?
I like to read a book. What about you?
I like to color. I'm Emma.
And I'm Red.
If there's information about the Warriors,
we got it for you. See you next time.
Warrior Scoop student artwork.
What?
Now I have a question. What is it? I was waiting for the question. I'm trying to be a comedian here.
Interview with Miss Nurse Cindy.